now on to a topic where, how Blades earlier in this podcast mentioned Killer is Dead and how like it doesn't really have a really good combat mechanics and stuff like that. So
Yep.
let's talk about a game that recently got released on Steam, and I'm really
Oh,
excited for it.
Bayonetta.
Bayonetta. Let's talk about the series as a whole first off. So
I,
Bayonetta.
I had Bayonetta, and I only played a couple of chapters of it, but I like really enjoyed it.
Mm-hmm.
I only played for I know it's like the Swords of May Cry. I only played the first game, and well, that was all right. This one like really hits home in the combat system. It's nice and varied with all the things you can do, and it doesn't like never feels tacked on. It has its like merits of what you can do with whole combos. And I don't know if I ever like had a lot of whole weapons. I don't think I did, but it was like still very fun. And Bayonetta was just an enjoyable
Yeah,
character, but
but you probably played the PlayStation 3 version, right?
yeah,
For some reason, I
that's
think
30 frames per second, but
yeah, that thing actually doesn't run as well as the 360 version, which is the one I played.
that
Um,
sucks. Yeah.
yeah, because I don't know what's up with that. With some, I don't know why. Is that I think the PlayStation 3 wasn't the superior console in the hardware capabilities. Because I mean, the
Mm,
360 was like the 360. I mean, it still used DVDs, but the PlayStation 3 used Blu-rays. But but I always see like a lot of games that were released on PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360, but they didn't do so well on the PlayStation 3. That they were known for the
yeah,
S360 titles.
yeah.
In fact, hell,
I think
I mean, hell, like there's a good people like how we mentioned Call of Duty earlier. There's a good chunk of people that play Call of Duty on PlayStation titles, but the version for some reason I don't think the PlayStation versions are as stable as the Xbox versions or even the PC versions.
Hmm. Oh, I hear. Well, one for COD on PC, I hear that's like a graphic mess. Like costs a lot. It just really runs your PC. Like non-Crisis 3 levels on your PC, but still runs a lot. Though, I just, as I said, I had Ghost, and I didn't really know, really didn't drop frames during any
Well,
cutscene
no, that's
or
because Ghost is actually really stable on all the consoles except for actually no, I think none of the except for the Wii. I think has some slight stability issues, but not as much. I think not all versions I played of Ghost. Like I've only played the 360 version, and that's about it. Which, which is funny how how Ghost is actually a next gen title, but really it didn't need to be. It actually did it. Like it doesn't really have any difference between the next gen and the last gen version.
well, it's sort of like that because like from the games I have played that have been like next gen, usually the older gen titles like they were either cutscenes were awful of some sorts or something else. Like
Yeah.
the Amazing Spider-Man 2, I feel like you got to play that on the PS4 or Xbox One because
Rather
PS3,
than the 360 or PlayStation 3.
yeah, because I noticed like either textures didn't look as good or frames just dropped. As
Which the
luckily,
problem I have with which that's like a multi-platform sort of thing where it was
yeah,
released during both on all generations rather than like a game that was like i.e. some of like the Arkham games being re-released, which I kind of hate 7th gen remasters. Like
oh
I don't like them when they remaster a game from the 7th gen era because it causes the graphics to look more plasticky.
yeah, I can't see why though. I also think like a remaster can also like fix issues that were
Yeah.
in it. Cause like take the Uncharted remaster on PS4, it fixes shooting and aiming that were present like the first and third game.
Mhm.
They haven't added, so I think tweaks can be added onto it to
Yeah.
like fix it just not like all graphically.
Yeah, but I mean, but I think it's because I think that the Uncharted games sport better lighting because I think there's because that game's much more bright, right, than
I
something like the Batman Arkham games.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. The
Because
game,
I now I noted in Batman Arkham Asylum that the characters do look like they're made of wax. Even in the original game, they kind of look like they were made of wax. But in the HD remaster, they make it look like it's actually even more noticeable because I think that the 360 version slash PlayStation 3 versions had better lighting to cover up the waxy textures.
mm,
Cause
Did they? Oh, never mind. Go on.
no, you can. What were you gonna say?
I was just gonna be like a little thing. Like, did they fix the whole like character ragdolling thing? Because I heard that was an issue with the first game, weird ragdoll thing.
I mean, they might have. I never played the remasters of Arkham game, but it's just something I noted when actually seeing people play my ew, that game looked much better on the 360, PlayStation 3, even the PC. So I mean, so those of you who are watching this podcast right now or listening to it technically because there's no video to it, just note is that that's probably going to be the usual thing. Like future me edit in a photo of Batman from Arkham Asylum and then Batman from the Return to Arkham, the Arkham Asylum model, and just to see how much plasticky you can tell from it. Thank you, future me. That should be all. You'll get your pay by by shoving bread down your throat. Sorry, I have a really bad vendetta against my future self. Yeah, that's right. Cry, you little stabby bitch.
Fast you could hope. That's like you say that past you is probably future you is probably gonna do something that'll like makes now you look stupid or some way.
Wait. Oh no, future me. No, future me. Future me. Put down that lard. Put down that lard.
Lard?
Lard.
Never. I think I heard lard once or twice in my entire life.
Really? No, future me. No.
Why do you have lard?
I don't know where he got it from. Oh, great. Thank you for that. Now I'm gaining 25 pounds per minute. Jeez. Okay, well, Blades, until we get back to school, wait for a 700-pound me. I'll probably have a struggle walking, but you know. Jeez, fuck you.
On the bright side, you can probably like it on TV. Like my 600-pound life, you will be 700. You'll qualify.
Yeah, but like, stop eating the lard. Oh, great. Never mind the 700 pounds. Probably about like a ton. Great. Wait, stop. This fat is consuming me.
Wait, future you became like so future you time traveled to the past to choke or something.
He's eating lard and his fat is crushing me. Help me, please. Damn you to hell.
But if we could talk about remasters a bit more, another thing about like remasters, not necessarily of like seventh gen game, well, no, 6th gen games.
I don't hate 6th gen remasters on either on a 7th gen or an 8th gen console because I think that really helps to the benefit. Because even back during the 6th generation, 3D gaming was still very, very blocky and polygonal.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there were some PlayStation 2 titles that looked like a PlayStation 1 title.
Yeah, I could probably see that.
Yeah. That, like, still looked like this just looked like a slightly smoother version of a PlayStation 1 title. Like, that was it.
Yeah,
I mean,
like
that's...
Skyrim.
Yeah. I mean, that's probably why it's better to play... That was probably why that the Xbox had an advantage in terms of graphics. The original Xbox had an advantage in terms of graphics because it was a much more capable console than something like a PS2, which, you know.
It just was like a thing.
Yeah. And I think that the only reason why the PlayStation 2 was so successful was because it was the PlayStation brand. That was it. The GameCube wasn't successful because, well, I mean... Did anybody really want mini DVDs? I didn't think so. And the Xbox, well, it was Microsoft's first video game console, so.
Yeah, I've never heard anything about the Xbox in terms of like the into the next gen, or in terms of like that generation. It's GameCube or PS2.
Yeah, the GameCube was just because Nintendo. But the Xbox, I mean, it wasn't a bad console. God knows, definitely the most powerful out of all of them. Like, it even had like a lot of really spectacular stuff on it, like Like not just not just like hard drive, but it was the foundation for online gaming on a console. I mean, yeah, the PlayStation 2 had a modem, but it was kind of sucky, and the only game that you really ever played multiplayer on was SOCOM, and maybe Final Fantasy 11, maybe. Which Final Fantasy 11 was the MMO one, right?
That or 12.
Or was 12 was 11 and 12 both of them, or maybe I don't know.
Maybe.
I'll have to check.
To be fair, Fun Fantasy 11, I never barely hear about that game. That and 12, 12. I only hear about 12 when they bring up a certain boss, the final boss, I think.
In fact, actually, I never played 11 or 12. Neither. I never played 11 or 12. So.
There's a Black Sheep of the series.
Yeah. Except without being the actual Black Sheeps.
Yeah. That's 13.
No, not just 13 either. Let's see here. Well, actually, there's a few. Let's see here. Let's see. We have 2. That's a Black Sheep. We have. I'm talking about 2. I'm talking about the original 2, not the 4. Let's see. We also have 8 because I think there are some people that don't like 8. I like 8 fine, but I think there are some people that don't like 8. Let's see here. Let's check 11 because I want to make sure. Let's see here. Final Fantasy 11 was an MMO, and Final Fantasy 12 was actually no. It was a regular game. It was actually just a regular game. So yay.
Yes.
But probably because it been considered, it probably would be considered a freaking thing. It would be considered one because it has a gambit system, and it lets you control stuff like that. But I never really heard of 12 that much. Probably because I was too focused on 6 when I first played games back in the early 2000s of Final Fantasy. But 11 was definitely definitely that. And apparently there was also a 360 version. Yeah, apparently there was. I never even knew that there was a PlayStation 3 version because I never heard of it. Because it was PlayStation 2, Microsoft Windows, and the 360. Now, I have no idea if the Microsoft Windows version is still available because I had to look because I'm looking. Because we know that the servers for 11 are dead on the PlayStation 2. And apparently the PlayStation 3 was also shut down too. But I think the only thing that was surviving is the Windows one. So, I guess that's great.